Yo, halo, welcome back. Tepat juga mikirin, pacau dong. Oke Joy, hari ini kita kembali melanjutkan gameplay Hogwarts Legacy. Let's go. Di episode sebelumnya kita sudah mengetahui tentang masa lalu dari sekolahan ini, teman-teman ya. Awal mula semuanya tentang sihir. Diceritakan ada 4 penyihir kuat yang membuat sebuah kota yang kemarau atau desa yang kemarau menjadi subur karena mereka menggunakan sihir dan buat hujan yang sangat lebat. Dan sekarang kita akan kembali ke Profesor Pig. Ya, ke ruangan Profesor Pig ya. Mana cenah? Nah, sini guys. Let's go. Profesor Pig, I'm coming for you. Salah jalan. Kesini guys. Terlalu banyak tikungan dan tangga-tangga yang menghalangi adik-adik ya. Oke, kesini boy. Oke, let's go. Profesor Vic, where are you? Di sebelah sana teman-teman ya. Wih, prajuritnya gerak. Oh, memberi sebuah penghormatan kepada kita. Return, Profesor Vic. I'm coming, Profesor Vic. Sedikit lagi, tinggal membelok di sini. Oke, good. Open the door. Come on. Oke, Profesor Pig. Profesor Pig. Begin. Apakah dia akan menyuruh sesuatu? Ambil buku. Take the book to Professor Pig. Ada sesuatu sih.
Cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sorry,
I was
Professor.
able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Professor.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Profesor, kita tuh punya kekuatan yang spesial, Profesor.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here. Below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Of course.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Okay.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Yes, Professor. Quest complete, Toms and Tribulation. Nah, kemana lagi kita nih? Kita bisa ke atas sana, teman-teman. Ada sesuatu di atas sana. Tuh. Ada peti di atas sana, boy. Red mail.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Oke, bro, thank you.
Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible.
Natsai
I'd
Onai.
like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Open map. World map. Oke. Oke. Semakin besar.
Have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Yes, Profesor. Si ada hata kartu nggak? Wah, apa ini, boy? Bukan kamar mandi nih, guys. Di atas lagi, guys. Bagaimana cara kita? Oh, ini nih. Naik lagi, guys. Satu lantai.
Hello there.
Halo, bro.
You can help me.
Itu dia, ada sesuatu. Nice. Akio. Oh iya, ini di.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Gak bisa loh.
Protego.
Gak bisa dipakai. Go to hertology class. Oke, saatnya kita sekolah lagi seperti biasa, adik-adik. Kita belajar lagi hertologi.
Protego.
Tidak bisa, aneh ya. Tidak bisa di itu. Tidak bisa pindah tempat secara cepat. Parah. Protego. Protego to grow and a pro and a champion. Apakah langsung saja? Bisa jadi sih. Oh iya, mungkin kita dekat api terus buka map. Bisa jadi seperti itu, teman-teman. Mana apinya? Di atas sana. Bisa api kah?
Incendio.
Incendio. Iya, di atas sini, guys, kalau nggak salah. Coba dulu ya. Masih penasaran aku tuh. Mana? Lu. Kok nggak ada? Apinya tadi mana ya? Nah, ini.
Revelio.
Revelia. Revelia. Travel. Apakah masih di situ? Portego. Ternyata masih di sini. Portego for a crow at mesa elemazika. Terbukalah pintu kebaikan. Nice. Oke, mana jalannya? Oke, kesini guys. Bus. Greenhouse. Begin. Kita akan belajar tumbuh-tumbuhan sepertinya.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Professor
Oh,
Garlic.
here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello.
Hello.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
Ada Sebastian juga.
It is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket.
Berbahaya,
pushing the
tumbuhan.
mandrake right at ease.
Tumbuhannya bisa jerit. Rivero.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Sudah?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
Professor
Before
Garlic.
we get started, I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Sebastian. Boleh kamu ngobrol pada kalian?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most
Yes, Professor.
strange.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I enjoyed.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my staff.
Oke, Profesor. Splendid Seni. Inikah?
Disney's restorative properties make it a
Interact.
vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Ready in 9 menit.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Disney will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Oke. Lender to Mr.
Hello.
Pruitt.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Leander.
meet you.
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Oke. Greenhouse. Mr. Pruitt.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on.
Collect.
Now, see
Collect.
that dummy?
Collect.
Just toss the cabbages at it.
Chinese
They'll do
cabbage.
the rest.
Dah. Attack the target dummy with a chomping. Oke. L1. Terus
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I'm supposed to call him in handy, sure, but that's just a dummy. I was imagining it already.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Okay,
Take
thank
your
you.
time. I'll see you back in class.
Yes. Thank you, bro. Jauh kah? Oh, dekat guys. Kembali ke Profesor Garlich.
And with that
Professor
helpful
Garlich,
reminder as to
I'm
why we
coming.
should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Okay. Quest complete. Herbology.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my
Damn
Bersih.
tiring.
Oke, kita bisa teleportasi. Potion class dagger from Ogado. Jauh guys ya. Ini dulu kah? Zoom. Mana ini boy? Oke, travel. Go. Kita harus pencet dulu benderanya guys ya, baru kita bisa travel. Baiklah kalau begitu. Remember the L1 to wheel in difficult combat scenario. Plan and potion are very powerful, and track undiscovered plot plans to unlock permanent past travel location and shorten the time it takes to reach new activities and location.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that.
Professor Black Maths.
I bet he knows more than he's letting on about
Let's
the
go.
Goblin Rebellion.
Kita mulai. Sebastian, ada lagi Sebastian. Sudah jadi CS kita sekarang.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will
Professor
be
Sap.
required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us
Mr.
why
Takar.
this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Oke, saatnya kita membuat.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be
sebuah
meticulous when adding powder
ramuan.
to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Sip. Perlahan-lahan tapi pasti kita akan menjadi jago. Oke. Apakah Profesor Sap ingin melihat racikanku?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Yes, Professor. Vegan potion. Mana Sebastian?
My
Sebastian,
parents considered keeping me home from school this year
Sebastian?
after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
kamu ingin ngobrol denganku, Sebastian?
Did I hear Professor Sharp say
Gert
that you have permission
Weasley.
to go into his office?
You heard correctly.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Mirip
I'm Gareth,
Sebastian
by the
juga
way.
mukanya.
Gareth Weasley, bit of a prodigy
Gareth.
of potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I can get you the feather. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay. Collect Aswender eggs. Keluarkah kita? Fur. Monger fur. Collect eggs. Get for Garrett. Apa ini? Memorandum Aurus Office Borgin Burs had increased unknown of activity oceaners. Mana lagi cenah? Pooper Feather for Garrett. Oke. Bulu ayam. Nih bro.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay.
Proficiency in potions are two things that
shit.
cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Kita bikin ini guys. Brew Edurus potion. Jin Karahoy. A potion that ensures the drinker defends by covering them with a durable rocky skin. Oke. Bisa membuat kita kebal sesaat kah? Nice. Sudah.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
Edurus.
Wait, it's not supposed to.
Brew and Edurus.
Get it! Again.
Dragon's up. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Brewing.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this. Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Professor. Aku sudah beres.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
That will be all. Let's go.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Yes, Professor. Sudahkah?
My robes are going to reek from Gary.
Saatnya kita ke mana lagi? Kita ketemu dengan si Ukdukdu itu ya tadi. Ini dia, the girl of Uagado.
Rest of term.
The Uagado. Let's go. Saatnya kita teleportasi ke dekat gerbang. Travel. Uagado. Revelio will clearly highlight nearby enemies, interactive element, and container. Even through wall, it was also hint at location of nearby Revelio's page. Oke, meet Netiona in Lower Hogsville. Ku berlari, terbang tinggi. Wow. Aduh, sakit kah? Waduh. Onai, di mana kamu Onai? Di sana dia, 160 meter lagi. 100 cm. Dekat tuh ya, 100 meter aja lah.
This looks intriguing.
Woi, na 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 na. Rivero.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Halo Natsai Onai.
Hello Natty, how are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something I found.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Thank you, Natty. Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Ya, Natty. Oh, banyak harta karun di sini, Natty.
Revelio.
Level 1 lock.
What's going on here?
Oh, ho, ho, ada karung.
I never thought Ramrock's wireless would go this far.
Dalam kah? Takut nyelem. Nah, sini dah. Ada harta karun kah di sini? Oh, ada guys. Kut yang di dalam rumah belum bisa dibuka ya. Come on, come on, come on. Regal pink. Apa itu regal pink? Dark Wizard.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen.
Musuh.
I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Nobody will listen. One easy little student.
Oh, mamam tuh.
Levioso.
Siapa lagi dia?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Aswinder Dulis. Tidak akan kubiarkan kau. Oke.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Going off! You'll take this!
Levioso. Tell Rocket to find himself.
That's just careful!
Not today!
Levioso. Potato.
Ya. Lihat. Wah.
You're going to regret that.
Lihat. Masih ada? Profesor.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner.
Are you alright?
Close to Hogwarts.
Nora.
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
Thank you.
Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Research? How
You're
interesting.
A researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
How extraordinary.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Oh, fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Thank
No
you.
one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallow sweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallow sweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Inikah? Get the mallow the trunk.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial
Mallow.
features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Kotak.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
Apa terjadi?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Bakar? Bukan.
Reparo.
Bukan. Bakarkah? Bisa jadi.
Incendio.
You got the mallow sweet to work. Now, what to do about these pyres?
Mr. Dua introduced me to place mallow seed into the stone sphere and strangest thing happened. I wonder that Merlin could be hiding behind this puzzle.
Accio. Accio. Levioso.
Ada 2 pilar. Ada 4.
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres after all.
Conjuring fire.
Incendio.
Nice.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Good.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Mana satu lagi? 1, 2, 3.
Incendio.
Cool. Apa yang terjadi, guys?
How beautiful.
Merlin Bird. Marlin Bird.
I can hardly believe it.
Speak Nora Treadwell.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, Professor.
And do be careful.
Yes, Nora Treadwell.
Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my
Oke teman, sepertinya sampai di sini dulu video kali ini. Jangan lupa like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Bye.
I know I've broken promises. I'm way too good at keeping you from getting in. I've seen exactly